While waiting to recharge, Cuihua rushed in, urging them to halt the machine as she suddenly wanted to stay. In the evening, Daniel reminded her of tonight's lineup, but Cuihua, distracted, tried to explain she wanted family reunion. Just then, the power cut, reminding Cuihua of something. She turned on the TV, showing a serial killer report. Cuihua rushed to the hospital without a second to lose, telling the nurse on duty that the killer was going to escape, hurry and call the police. She then shouted, "Cops, don't go," but it was too late. Cuihua grabbed the fire hose and slowly walked into the ward. She remembered the cops might have received their takeout already, but to her shock, the cops came out of the restroom and pointed their guns at her. She tried to explain that John the murderer would escape, but no one believed her. The police told her to lean against the wall, saying John had been sent to the OR by a nurse. This made Cuihua very nervous. As she was led to the hallway, a big-headed doll burst out, stabbing the officer in the chest. Cuihua turned to flee but was pulled into an elevator by Laurie. She said that it was John, yet Laurie didn't believe. She just sent John to the OR when the elevator lost power. Likely the giant doll cut it. What now? Laurie wasn't scared. She forced the elevator doors open barehanded. They arrived at the 5th floor, and Laurie mentioned an exit on the other side. Laurie turned and was stabbed in the stomach, blood gushing out, startling Cuihua. The giant doll quickly grabbed a hammer and swung at her. Cuihua reacted quickly, coming up with a smart strategy, but the giant doll seemed suspicious and suddenly stopped. Wait a minute, Cuihua woke up again. After learning that Daniel was her girlfriend, Cuihua had an epiphany. She was in another dimension and would be stuck in an endless loop. She wished to stay in this dimension, yet Ryan didn't know how to end the loop. They still didn't know its secret. To get Cuihua's desired result, they kept trying new algorithms. With no time to wait, they devised a plan. They planned to have her remember the wrong algorithms they had used and keep repeating it back to her. You mean like memorize everything? I guess you should offer yourself first before they find you. Wow, what a brilliant idea. Better than being chased by a psycho. This is next level even if you're still wearing a kiddie mask. What, any better ideas? So, Cuihua took charge of logging their eyes, when she suddenly appeared in a bathtub, grabbed a live hairdryer and let go of her hands. Next thing you know, she got a free new haircut, but seeing Carter and Daniel so affectionate, jealousy fled, prompting her to devise a prank. Cuihua got an idea and went on a shopping spree. When she woke, her pillow was soaked in drool. She gulped the table's water. Don't try this. Seeing Carter's group, she devised a prank. Cuihua put on a swimsuit and hopped on a plane. Under the astonished gazes of the instructors, she jumped without hesitation, while Carter and the gang were completely oblivious. When Cuihua dove down, she startled them into jumping up, but she surprisingly still wanted to give it a go. Imagine being shredded by a woodchopper. She was picturing herself as the female Spider-Man and free-falling, but when she woke up, all she felt was pure soreness. She couldn't stand up straight and fainted the next second. When she woke up, she was in a hospital bed staring at a familiar old, but he didn't know her. Cuihua soon realized Lolly was her lover here and felt something amiss. She inquired about the time, and when told it was nearly 9:30, she urged the doctor to save her lover. After he left, she remained anxious. She sneaked out, ambushed a cop for gear, then reached the 3rd floor and saw bloodstains. This alerted her to the gravity of the situation, as Lolly had been brutally murdered. A knife-wielding giant doll appeared behind her, but she saw it in the mirror first. Cuihua quickly turned and pulled the trigger, only to reveal that it was indeed the killer John behind the mask. When she woke up again, she realized that the real villain was someone else entirely. She jotted down the brain's calculations for Ryan's team to analyze. If all were wrong, only one option remained. Ryan jumped in and tried, and surprisingly succeeded. She told Cuihua she now had 2 choices, go back or stay here. Cuihua looked at Carter and recalled her resurrected mother, facing this final decision. When Ryan pressed the start button, the machine started glowing white, but before long, it crashed. The assistant checked the formula, found no error. It must be another fault. Cuihua was extremely anxious, not wanting to die again. Ryan found the issue. A virus infected the hard drive. The assistant called malware on adult sites. Ryan said manual code input was needed. It would take about 6 to 7 hours, and Cuihua really didn't want to experience dying again. Carter, knowing there was a killer in the hospital, suddenly questioned whether she would stand. That's so selfish. Are you serious? That's not fair. You have no idea how hard this is for me. I don't want to choose between you and them, but I have to. This sent Carter into a rage, while Cuihua admitted the truth. In another realm, they were lovers. Meeting her dead mother, she chose to stay in this world, not hers. But Carter didn't get her feelings. She thought it was better to return to her own world than live in someone else's, unable to understand. Cuihua had known this world's joys and sorrows. Upon seeing Daniel, her touched heart closed instantly. When Cuihua rejoined her family in the dining room, her mother saw her pale face, asked anxiously if she should go to the hospital, and Cuihua quickly declined. A killer is hiding in the hospital. She doesn't want her parents in danger, so tells them she's leaving school. Her mother looked at Cuihua, chatting casually and asking if she recalled the big cinnamon rolls, but Cuihua looked confused. She remembered nothing of this world. Suddenly, she realized Carter was right. Her father saw it was late and proposed staying at a nearby motel. Her mother observed that something seemed amiss with Cuihua and asked her anxiously whether she was pregnant. Then Cuihua posed a question to her mother: if you were forced to make a choice between family and a lover,